John flew to Tromsø, a small town in northern Norway. The airplane window showed endless white snow below. "It is like a dream world," he whispered. The air was cold and clean when he stepped outside. "This is the far north," he said, shivering slightly. His goal was to see the northern lights, the aurora. One of nature's greatest shows, he thought. He checked into a small wooden cabin near a frozen lake. The host, a kind old man, said, "You will need patience. The lights come when they wish." "I will wait all night if I have to," John said with a smile. That evening, the sky turned deep blue and full of stars. John wore a thick coat, hat, and gloves. He carried a hot drink in a thermos. "All right, Aurora, I am ready," he said softly. The lake was silent, covered in thin ice. He heard only the sound of his breath. "It is so peaceful," he whispered. Hours passed, and the stars twinkled brightly. He began to wonder if the lights would appear. "Maybe not tonight," he said quietly. Just then, the old man came out with a flashlight. "Look to the north," he said. John turned and gasped. A faint green light was moving across the sky. "It is happening," he shouted. The light grew brighter, turning green and purple. It waved and danced like ribbons in the wind. "Beautiful," John whispered in awe. He set his camera on a rock and started taking photos. "I cannot believe this is real," he said. The old man smiled. "It is nature's art." The lights covered the whole sky now. They moved slowly, then quickly, changing shapes. John felt tears in his eyes. "It feels alive," he said. For a long time he stood there, silent and amazed. The colors reflected on the ice like a mirror. "It is like the earth is breathing light," he thought. The old man whispered, "In our language we call it the dance of spirits." "That is perfect," John said softly. The lights began to fade slowly into the night sky. John sat down on the snow, smiling. "I will never forget this," he whispered. The old man poured him some hot tea. "You have seen the real Norway tonight," he said. "Yes," John nodded, "and I have seen the power of patience." They walked back to the cabin under the stars. The snow sparkled faintly with moonlight. Inside, the fire crackled warmly. John took off his gloves and held the cup of tea. His hands were cold, but his heart was warm. Sometimes, waiting brings the best rewards, he thought. He opened his journal and began to write. "The sky danced, and my soul danced with it," he wrote. Outside, the wind whispered softly through the trees. He blew out the candle and looked once more at the window. A tiny streak of green still glowed faintly in the sky. "Thank you," he said quietly. He lay down, smiling in peace. His 21st bucket list dream had come true.